Hey guys, Mighty Mr. Mustache, the mightiest mustache in the universe, right here with you today. How mighty am I? Well, I'll have to think of something funny to say about that later. Today we are looking at, actually he's so mighty he doesn't need a joke to prove it. There you go. Today we're looking at the challenges for this week. This is week 2 of the challenge session. I'm a little late getting this one up. I had a very busy week outside of YouTube in the real world of work, which unfortunately I still have to do. But this week's challenges, continuing in the Takedown Unidad or Rise and Fall of Unidad, week 2 of 6, increased tensions between Santa Blanca and Unidad. So I guess the idea being attack them and make it think that Santa Blanca were the ones responsible. The rewards this week are a machine gun patch, by the looks of it, a t-shirt, obviously for your character, not for you, with Evil Sun on it, and a Flames badge or patch. I'm not sure where these go, where you wear them, or how, but these are your rewards. The solo challenges, which are the ones that most of you will be going to go after, in Koani, use a ground vehicle's Gatling gun. So the Gatling gun on top of a car or truck, and they are there. And actually, if you have the summon vehicle ability up to its 2nd rank, you can summon in a Jeep, sort of an armored Jeep with a minigun on top. So that's it. You need to get 30 Unidad soldiers killed. Pretty easy, not that big a deal. You might have to die to do it. Once you finish that, you will unlock in San Mateo, use an LMG to kill Santa Blanca heavies. 5 of them. Heavies are those guys that when you mark their targets, they have a shield above their head. They have heavier body armor and they tend to carry LMGs. If you don't have an LMG lock, just go pop one of those guys and pick it up. And then the last thing is in San Mateo, you need to use close quarters combat to kill Santa Blanca veterans. Veterans have circles like normal when you identify them, but also have chevrons, I believe, to identify them as higher ranking, like rank insignia in the military, the chevrons like sergeant or corporal. And CQC meaning, of course, you have to sneak up on them or run up on them and pop them in the head with the butt of your rifle or whatever, break their neck or whatever little animation. The community challenge, which has 1 day and 10 hours and is nowhere near. The first community challenge was almost finished in the first 24 hours. It was at 10 million kills, just like this one. In any province, use a sniper rifle to kill Unidad soldiers, any type of soldier, from at least 300 meters away. Within 2 days, there were like 7 million of those kills done. Here we're halfway at 550,000 out of a million, and it's day 6. That's really, really a big indicator of either how difficult this is, or how uninterested people are in doing it, or how the player base has dropped off. Considering that the first challenge, everyone did it and went, yawn, I'm not bothering with the next one. And the task force challenge, tasks force, are like clans. We have one here, this House Stormwind. You can always go onto the Ghost Recon network and apply to join it. We'll be happy to have you. You need to destroy 20 Santa Blanca sports cars in any province using C4. Okay, that's not too bad. So if you need to unlock, obviously, C4 as an ability. It's a skill. You get C4 charges, and you need to walk up to Santa Blanca owned sports cars and pop them with C4. Okie dokie. Koani, by the way, if you look at the map, is way up here. It's a 5-star area. It is filled, and I mean filled, with Unidad. So it's not too big a notion that you would be able to get something with a minigun on top and just, run riot up there. And San Mateo where is San Mateo? Right there. I'm sitting right on top of San Mateo. So the X2, so the first one is here in Koani, and then the next 2 are in San Mateo, and then the other more community-based ones are set in different areas. And if I wanted to, I could come down to Itaqua, go to the forward observation base where all of those guys are, and just start taking them out from a distance, or around here someplace, especially across the water. I could find probably here someplace where there are Unidad soldiers and start sniping them out from 300 meters or farther for the community challenge. I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to go ahead and do them as a let's play. You guys don't really, I'm sure, want to watch me fart around trying to pick guys off from 300 meters for no reason. If you want to watch an interesting sniping tutorial video, you can watch one up on my channel here that my son did, along with his various loadout videos. And that will give you a much better notion of how to hit things at range. He uses one of the top sniper rifles in this game, the HTI. That kind of thing. It's not, you don't need me to show you any of this stuff. The whole idea was to show you what is available. There are 3 emblems, so just, you know, as always, cosmetic items. You know, weapon skins, patches, t-shirts, things like that will be available. And yes, the first week had you scouting and doing reconnaissance. The big thing was to mark targets. The only actual kills were about taking out the snipers. You need to add snipers from over 300 meters away. And you only had to kill a few of them. Literally all the rest of it was zooming in with your binoculars and marking Unidad targets, marking their SAM sites, and deactivating manually their radar jammers so that you could use your drones. Once you did all of that, that was it. There was no real conflict involved. At least the idea was to avoid conflict and just get intel. Now you are not fighting them directly. You are attacking them and making it look as though Santa Blanca did it, kind of thing. You're attacking the 2 sides and trying to bring the 2 sides against each other. So week by week, I guess the idea is you're going to try and start a civil war of some kind between the Santa Blunt, dude, smoke it up. I don't think anybody'd have a problem if Santa Blanca was selling weed. Between the Santa Blanca drug cartel and Unidad, the paramilitary / police force of Bolivia, who are corrupt and in general work with Santa Blanca, but the game has shown that there is tension between the two. If they stumble upon each other while a firefight's going on, they will often start attacking each other, giving you an opportunity to slip away. And so those simmering tensions, I guess, can be brought to a boil. And over the course of the next 6 weeks, you're going to do a challenge thing where you, again, light off something like a civil war between the two. And that can only be good for everybody who doesn't like either of them. I'm going to say I guess that's it, and we'll call that a video. It's just a quick look at what's on tap for this week, what's available. Once again, let's take a quick peek at the rewards. You will, for doing all 3 solo challenges, you will get a machine gun patch with the 3 stars here in the stripe above it. The community challenge will give your cosmetic loadout a new t-shirt similar to the one I'm wearing, which is called Morning Lovers, and it's coffee and a croissant. This one has Evil Sun. And the task force challenge, if you're a member of a clan, will give you a badge or insignia with flames on it. Yeah, that's really it. And there, like I said, there are 3 different challenges. One is solo and is in 3 steps. You do that completely by yourself. The community challenge is just getting sniper kills against Unidad soldiers from at least 300 meters. Shouldn't be too hard, especially if you're just hanging around, and every kill you get contributes to the community total. And if the community total hits its 1 million mark, every single player gets that t-shirt available for their character. And the task force challenge, again, you must be a member of a clan. If you like the task force stuff but aren't a member, well, come and join ours. We're always willing to have new members. As I said, compared to last week when the community challenge was almost completely done at 10 times the number of targets necessary, it was almost completely done within a day. Within 48 hours, it was at 8 million out of 10 million. It is currently out of 551,000 out of a million, and this is after 6 days. I'm not going to presume to know why this one is so much harder, or if it's just, is it harder, or have people just not shown an interest in continuing these challenges? Week after week, we will follow this trend, I guess, and see what happens. Until then, I have been your host, Mighty Mr. Mustache. I want to thank you for having a quick peek at this video. As always, slap a like, slap a subscription, shout out in the comments, let me know what you want to see more of. Have a great day, have great gaming, man.